Check our tuning. It's an important thing to do. We are in the key of C-ish. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Jazz. Celebration. Right. Happy Canada Day 2 days from now. But still, it's all close enough in the celestial sense. It's Canada Day every day. Hey, Joel. Happy working. In the celestial sense, we're working every day. So we're both on vacation and on a working vacation at the same time. I'm technically working here. But it's also a hobby, so it makes it kind of a vacation. So it's like a working vacation. But it's never working with you fine folks, because this is a lot of fun. Carl. Hello. Hello, everybody. Michael. Mikado. Yo, 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 yo. Joshua, hey, you came here 10 minutes early. You have a front row seat. Hey, you want to see something? Hey, we got a few things to mention. What should we do first? I'll say what's most recent. What day is it? It's Thursday. On Tuesday, yes, on Tuesday, Mike and I, we recorded our first official podcast. I forgot who it was. I thought it was Johnny Peets, but it could have been someone else who suggested, hey, why don't you guys do, Mike Penny and myself do a podcast, when Mike came over to do the special lesson. And we did it, and it was great. There's a little bit of technical difficulties, of course. I got everything set up on my main computer, and then my dad came in and said, well, in an hour or so I'm going to be playing guitar and watching the news and such in this room. And that's kind of really one of the only good computers. I mean, that's actually, all of the laptops we have either have Windows XP. Yeah, they have Windows XP, and they're slow. And, installing Skype or the recording software and all that stuff, they require, like, anything above Windows XP. So, long story short, had to, like a few minutes before the show time, run in and install Skype and the recording software far off in another place, in another land, far, far away. But we got it all done. After we resolved the technical difficulties, I think one of us just asked a question. A little bit of back and forth, and then just the gears locked in. And basically, for the next 2 hours, we had this flowing conversation that basically didn't stop. There was no conclusion of one topic where we kind of sat trying to think of what to talk about next. It just had it was this journey of a little bit on one topic, which kind of transitioned into another, segued into another topic. There was a connection of the two, and then that brought in another topic, and then that kind of went back, threaded back into the original topic, and so on and so forth. It's kind of a difficult. We were thinking, where can we really split up the podcast? But it was so interwoven that it's kind of hard to do without maybe just start. If someone starts on episode 2, there's references from the first one, blah blah blah. It'll be good. Oh, Jazz, you can't hear anything? I hope it should be all working. Okay, good. Yeah, so that's really fun. It started with, no spoilers, too late. It started with about Bachi slipping, and that went into composition, and that went into, I guess it was primarily about composition, but it started with slipping Bachi, so that's pretty cool. Did we drink shade? Oh, I see. Excuse me. yeah, so basically what I have to do now, got two podcasts out of it. Nice, A and B, part 1, part 2. Just have to figure out how to set that up on iTunes. Because everyone's saying that iTunes is the place to put it. So I think I'm going to need to have it on WordPress, from what I've been told, /RSS feed or something or other. I've asked Grant if he could set that up for me or something. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that'll be coming next week. Ideally, we're going to have, like, on 1 day a week podcast, fresh new podcast, another day of the week a live lesson. So 2 times a week, new fresh material. That'll be good. So that's cool updates about that. Larry came over, my apprentice came over, or protege, whichever you call it, came over last weekend to work on a shamisen, but we also had a barbecue, so that never actually... we'll be getting to Hanagasa Ondo in a moment. We never actually got to that, but he left his parts here, so I thought I'd show off what he's been doing, or what he has done. This is his do with gold leaf that he put in himself. And I think that's brass or gold, I'm not sure. I figure it was like nails that he sanded off, or something. Maybe not nails, but some kind of tabs. But I'm not sure if he's happy with this or not, but I'm very proud of him. Definitely wouldn't have thought of that myself. And then even more fancy, his nakago. As you can see, he wanted to get a little fancy with that. So we'll see what that turns into. Okay. So those are all my updates. Playing a wedding this weekend with Shirley Muramoto in Oakland and legendary shakuhachi player Carl Jung in San Francisco. We have no time for rehearsal, so... But then again, who really needs rehearsal anyway? It'll be fun. Okay, so Hanagasa Ondo. We're going to flavor it. This continues on with what we've been doing the past few lessons of taking a song that would normally be played, a shamisen, a song that would normally be played with shamisen and 2 to 3 other instruments or vocals, and rearranging it, or basically adding flavors so the piece can stand alone with shamisen alone. We're in the key of C, honchoshi, so that would be C, F, C. Take a moment and everyone get in tune. Ready? Okay, cool. Here we go. So let me just show first the basic Hanagasa Ondo without any embellishments or whatever, or just the regular version. Yep. Oh, we'll do hachiki. Yep. There we go. So how we're going to flavor this is going to be different than Sakura Sakura. As we remember, just a quick take. Oh, okay, I'll have to answer that. Joshua, what is my favorite shamisen song? It would have to be Yasaburo Bushi. It's one of the coolest, I believe. Aizibandai-san. It's also a fun one for improvising a bit. Yeah, so Yasaburo Bushi is my favorite one. Aizubandai-san. How did that go again? That was my favorite one. Oh, is that? And that's Kameda Bushi. Da, da. Aizubandai-san isn't the most interesting without vocals, I think. Oh, Hanagasa Ondo, right. A song named that, Yasaburo Bushi. It is on... There's a schoolhouse lesson for that if you want to learn. Not with the improvising, of course, but... Okay, sorry. Hey, Johnny Peets. Here we go. So, yes, Sakura Sakura, because it's so slow in a nice way, we add things to kind of fill the space, like... little like small slides or hammer-ons or whatnot to kind of make each moment unique and interesting. However, this this song is a bit faster, so we won't get into the minutia, if that's the right word. We're going to, for dynamics, we're going to really incorporate bachitsuke as much as we can. Hey, Jose. So things like that. Let's switch to dokam. This is a very popular, I mean, popular always has to be with air quotes when we're talking about folk songs, but very well-known minyo song. From Yamagata, I do believe. Okay, so so this song we're going to really use my bachi, ushiro bachi, bachitsuke a lot. And as much as we can, let's get this muted and clicky. Because if we go da 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 da, this back and forth, we want as much distinction as we can. So let's just do this for a moment all together. See if you can make this much more quiet than here. Quieter than this. So, with the beginning of Hanagasa Ondo, we'll do that all ushirobachi. And then da 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 da. That'll be our first maibachi stroke. Like that. And then for the next da-da-dun, and that will be ta-da, the 3 hajiki. And I'm not sure the original, I think the, hey Scott, good to see you. I think the original is just no hajiki or sukui or anything, just da 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 da, like that. But for this volume dynamics and little melodic dynamics, having the little trill there is pretty cool. And then, and if we can, on that 4, Nino into 4, let's get a slight vibrato. Oh, and then here's another thing. Let's go to our solve. Hop. Got down, 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 down. It's like a double hachiki or double kamashi. Down. Okay, so instead of da 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 da, we're going to do da 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 la. Strike hammer-on hajiki. Strike hajiki down. So. Like that. Like that. If anybody has any questions about this particular motion, tell me and I'll repeat it and such. But for now, I'll carry on. Well, that's another thing we can do to spice in this part. Either, okay, 3 varieties. One is just da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Then what we just did, da 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 dum. Or hajiki, strike, open, and then da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Like that. So whichever you prefer. That kind of is a nice, cool dun 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 dun. I kind of like that, so I'll stick that in for myself. A slide, Joshua. A slide from where? Hey Robert, good to see you. Like that, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Personally, if I were to do a slide, I might simplify this kamashi a bit more to leave room. Because if we do the most noti one, personally, I feel that's a little crowded. But let's just make this the simpler. That could work, or like that. There we go. So just go doing the instead of. Actually, both could work just fine. Ooh, great idea, Josh. I like that. Oh. Oh, check this out. Oops. Let's see if I can move this. Dun 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 dun. That's pretty cool. So one thing we can do that I often do for this kind of piece is just like there, right there. I do a little hachiki flick with my ring finger. Da da dum da dum. It's very subtle, but it's the subtleties that make things interesting and flavorful in their own way. So we're bringing in, oh Yudi, I'm going to we have a big thing to cover today, lesson-wise, so we'll do Soran Bushi another time for sure. So this particular trill we're doing is in combination with the sukui, and it's the lightest touch. We're definitely not, unlike the usual hajiki where we're pressing down to the sol and then pulling off. This, we're not even touching the saw. It's just grazing the top of the string, just a little bit. I do touch the edge of the saw, but that's definitely not the purpose. Just the lightest touch. So the lightest touch of that in combination with the squee. And if you get used to doing that, you can really add this little flick anywhere for any song. Okay, well then, yeah, that's all we need to say about that. Okay, so next. This part, because the don is a very important, powerful thing. So let's make it powerful. For this one, we should hear percussion. Like really a firm strike against the skin. Especially because it's like... We don't often play the ichinoto in this song. Maybe 4 times. There's 1, 2, kind of. So you only played a maximum of 3 or 4 times, and each time is just the open. So it's good, let's make it powerful and clean and such. So for this particular phrase, dun, 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 dun. The open sanoito, let's make that soft and at the edge. So be loud, loud, soft. Or loud, medium, soft. That's good. Like that. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Here's another thing. Oh yeah, let's just try this on the shabo just before we move on. The shabo over there would be more ideal, the one with the synthetic skin. Apologies to those who still haven't received their shabo yet. I'm going to ask my partner about the status of those. But it's been a really popular item in Japan. Not from us, but between the maker and other shops there. So I think he's struggling to keep up with demand. Okay. Okay, give me one momentito. I will get the other shovel. Hop. this will be better. With the cardboard shabo, I really enjoy that with the just the finger. Mr. Remix, you could probably just sell the shabo neck and instructions on how to make the cardboard box body. Yes. I think that's what's actually taking the most time. Well, actually, no, that's a good point, because so far everybody has just ordered the deluxe version. I think that would be cool to just have the next, but I think really, I mean, because the guy has a full-time, the person who makes it is a full-time teacher and such, so yeah, I think even just making the Saul and the Itomaki and such is still taking time. Johnny, I'll ask about that. I'll see if it's the bodies holding up the production or the Saul. Seemingly these are really easy, simple construction. So I think it's just I don't think it's this that's holding back. I think it's just the sheer amount of orders, sort of thing. But anyway, more details on that later. So what did we just do? Let's go to Shabo Cam. So when pressing in the right area, you can get the same clicking, just like regular shamisen. That's pretty cool. It transfers over. Oh, thank you for joining us, Joel. Cool. Okay, so okay, next part. Wow, this feels so much heavier. In some ways, I really enjoy the shabo as well. I mean, not more preferable. I mean, in some ways, I do. It's more relaxing to play shabo. So da 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 dum da 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 da. There's a in between playing the phrase again. For that to have distinction, let's mute the string like that. Da da. Mute everything. Next dynamic point. Paintball Kid 69. Ooh. Paintballer Kid 69. Is it difficult to replace leather on shamisen? No, it's actually rather simple in a way if you get some experience. The difficult thing is getting the tools or making the tools. Yeah. The principle, I mean, of course, skinning the shamisen does take skill and such, but the basic principle is, just tightening the skin evenly until, the right amount of tension is there which you can tell just by like the response by plucking the finger and such. Okay. So next part. That'll be the next part. I think generally it's... I'm not sure if there's a slide, but I like having a big slide. From 2 to 4. Michael, yeah, the shabo is much lighter. This is a heavy beast, the akatsuki. And there we go, just like before. We bring that little trill, like that. And that's, as we're going back down, our finger can just graze it. That's another question for you guys. Okay. For there's nothing really... There's no extra flavors I'd add. Except... having a sukui there. The most common shamisen sold on eBay would be this one, and I think it's the best one to start with. Naga Uta Aaron. I think this would be the best shamisen to start with because it's the most reasonably priced. Oh yeah, Johnny, you guys can talk. Either way, is that a trill in Sanuto? Yes, that is a trill. Carl Hedlund from Sweden. This is a trill. And in this case, actually, it's not with an upstroke. It's just almost suberi onto the Sanuto. Yeah, my ring finger. Position 6 on Ninoito. No, position 4 on Ninoito. And then it is my ring finger will be around position 5 or 4, but it will be to open. I believe we're talking about the same place. Oh, do you mean this? Like that? Oh, okay, yeah. So, I guess flavor-wise, it'll lie in a really precise bachitsuge, I think, for the next part. For this going on will be okay. Next flavorful part. Dun dun dun. 4/4 will be just like that, and be sure to have a muted or soft maibachi. Pinky, nothing wrong with that. Like that. if you want to, they're kind of cool. Here's something let's just experiment with now, spontaneously. 4, 4, 6, 6. We can do 6 hammer-on to 9, and then 6 again. Do cam. Sol cam. So that's the regular. 4, 4, 6, 6, 9, 6, or 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 9, 6. I kind of think it's a little silly, but if we mute, that might be pretty cool. Ah, okay, I like that. Yeah. And then we'll have to let's do that. 6, 6 hammer-on to 9, like that. But then put your fingers down again to mute. And then from there, we want to quickly bring our finger to 3, and then our bachi to ushiro. Because the following note will be in like that. And then we'll be continuing this bachizuke a bit. Da, 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 da. This is a little tricky because it's not the most consistent of back, forth, but for that. Okay, well, I'm moving on. So for there, just check. Oh, Jose, right? It's depending on who you ask. It's fine to use. I say it's fine to use pinky. Nita Masahiro uses his pinky as well. Reagan, Kevin. So of course, traditionally not, but in this day and age, why not? So when we go from here, dun, da, 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 dun, dun. We're going to do strike twice on something toe. Well, on 4, I mean. 3, 4. No, we're going to do, 3, 4, then next 4 will be my bachi. Like that. Then, sukui. Then haji, double hajiki. Oh, whoops. So, basically what I said except opposite. We'll be striking 1, 3, 3, 4. Or 1 ushiro bachi, then mai bachi. and 2 maebachi strikes for those 2 4s. 3, 4, 4. Like that. Like that. And let's get this vibrato going here. Let that ring out. All of that I'll just play in maebachi. Up till there. Then I'll get back into bachizuke. And note from there, we'll keep that rhythm, da 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 da, even though we're crossing over to the other string. 3 sanoito, sanoito, ninoito. Like that. Like that. If you have any questions about what we're doing, of course, feel free to ask. Oh, just like there. Dun, 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 dun. You can do hajiki there. Yeah, keeping that in the same kind of feel. And of course, that can be the same as the beginning. That kind of motion. Get that? If that's lost on someone, please say something and I'll work on that. And then there's another trill there. And then just like before, a solid, and then quiet, solid ichinoito, quiet sannoito. And then, yeah, actually, and you don't, for this time, let's not mute the sannoito, like that. Because our next note will be an explosive ichinoito, and then 4 ninoito. Hey, Michael, I assume these songs you're posting is to get into a personal cam. I assume the song that you're mentioning about posting is to be used for the Shamisen Live contest. I hope so. Enter to win bigly. Okay. boom, we can have a slide there. Right there, I like to mute, so we're not sliding there. Oh, maybe not mute. Okay. There's another trill we can have. You don't always have to do trills. It's maybe more of a habit for me. Just like there. This part is like what we just did a short time ago. Ushiro Maibachi, Bachizuke. Then my. From here, dum, we'll be on my bachi a lot. Like that. And then back to the bachizuke rhythm. Like that. Then hai hayasho mankasho hayasho. And that's it. Let me just repeat this a bit. If you have any questions about any particular phrase or clarification on any dynamic points we did during the song, please write them in. Here we go. Oh, we'll do a back and forth comparison. First the original, I think. There's something, because when the song's faster, I think the original and then with somewhat flavoring added doesn't sound that much different in some ways, which means we have to be even more deliberate with things like a clear bachitsuke, that sort of thing, as well as when we're repeating it multiple times. The first one we can be more loud or such, and then if we make the first verse loud, the second time through we can play quieter. And maybe just every so often throw in a percussive strike. However you can make it tastefully fit. And if we're in silent mode, as it were, we don't necessarily have to make our ichi-no-ito loud. Maybe the first one. Can make one of the ichi-no-ito quiet, and then the next one loud for that kind of dynamics. And then also you can change the dynamics of the tonal quality without striking the skin by playing just the string closer to the koma and down here. Softer sound here. Sharper, harder sound here, even if we don't touch the skin. So yeah, that's all things we can play around with. Faster speed. Spinner. And there we go. Personal cam. Those were some flavorful additions to Hanagasa Ondo. How did you like it? Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. Boy, this is the last week of June. That would mean that the Shamisen live contest would be over next week, I guess. We could say the deadline is next week, or maybe the week after if you need a little more time. But I encourage you all to post your favorite song, minyo song or otherwise, something that you can think of, your own personal flavors you can add to it. It could even be whatever we've done in this months of lessons. It could be whatever we did there, or your own. It's all good. Thank you, Jose. Glad you came. That's cool. We have a nice our little rat pack. Rat pack on the webs. Okay. Kyle Abbott. If all goes well, we'll have the Bachi on the Horn podcast for everyone this Tuesday, or maybe this Thursday or something. Next week. Hopefully we'll have that next week. Glad you can make it, Carl, this time, finally. Have a great week. Keep playing. Make some videos when you get inspired. Lily Shamisen. Lily Takasaki. Please send me a message to kyle@bachido.com at that address, and I can help you out with that if you are looking for shamisen. Okay, bachi on, everybody. How do we turn this off?